Take a moment. Our last story tonight is about an emotion. It occurs like a spark in your brain, almost like a flash of fire, and causes your blood to boil. But it manifests in different ways, from a brooding face to a river of tears to a scowl, scream or punch. You guessed it, I'm talking about anger. Scientists believe evolution gave us anger. It has been hardwired into our brains over millions of years. Now, the frequency and intensity differ. For instance, people can feel angry anywhere between once a day to a few times a week. 21% of workers, according to a study, regularly feel angry at work. The remaining 79% not so much. Meanwhile, some countries are angrier than others. The reasons vary as well, from conflict to political or economic stress, but everyone experiences anger similarly. Every time you feel shortchanged, the brain sounds an alarm and your body thinks that it is under threat. This triggers the body's fight or flight response. It floods you with stress hormones, increases the heart rate, increases breathing, and the body prepares for physical aggression. So if you want to fight someone when you're angry, it's because your body is urging you to do so. But there's a downside here. In most cases, this is not good for your health. According to a new study, anger can adversely affect the health of blood vessels. It can chronically impair them. And this is not the first study of its kind. Anger is known to increase the risk of heart attack, stroke, hypertension, high blood pressure, poor metabolism, and respiratory problems. It can fuel chronic stress or trauma and interfere with work and relationships. No wonder anger gets a bad rep. But here's the catch. It doesn't have to be this way. Anger is vastly misunderstood. Scientists say that anger is not a completely negative emotion. You have to learn how to harness it. If you don't shut down your anger, but channel it, it can actually help you. According to research, anger can be a great motivator, more effective in motivating people than a neutral emotional state. Anger can help you overcome obstacles and meet your goals. If you don't repress it, it can actually help physical and emotional health. That's what experts are saying now. So how can you make your anger work for you? For starters, accept it. Anger is one of the most primitive emotions, meaning feeling angry is as human as it gets. So accept and then unpack your anger. Experts say burying anger can lead to despair and resentment. So process it, which brings us to the third step, which is problem solving. Anger may seem blinding, but it can also provide clarity. It can make you aware of why you feel angry and what you can do about it. So you can come up with a solution, maybe have your personal concerns to address, or maybe a bone to pick with someone. And that doesn't have to be all bad. Studies say expressing anger and having a confrontational discussion can sometimes improve relationships. But while you process anger, be careful about how you blow off steam. Research proves that venting does not help. Neither does smashing things. It causes your anger to escalate rather than diminish. Instead, science urges you to try activities that calm you down, like taking a deep breath or listing down angry thoughts, then shredding the paper. I know it all sounds bizarre. After all, when you want to throw a plate at someone, the last thing you would do is look for pen and paper. But there must be middle ground. So figure out what works for you. We'll give it a shot too. Let's share notes later.